everyone, welcome back to Biomix. Today we are going to discuss a question of speciation. Before we have completed 12th part of this series of video, if you have not watched the video, please to watch the videos. I will put it in the description box. Now let us solve the question of today, in which we are going to solve a graphical question. Let us have a look at this question. This question states that temporal isolation in breeding season between closely related species leads to reproductive isolation. So for solving this question, we have to have an idea about reproductive isolation and temporal isolation. What are these two? Reproductive isolation means there are some barriers of evolution due to which there will be some ecological impact upon the species, due to which it cannot breed or it cannot produce its offspring. So according to this question, it is temporal isolation. That means temperature is responsible. Now let us see this graph. In the first graph, there are two species, species M and species N. When we see the species M, its reproduction takes place during the month of February till the month of April. And when we see about the species N, it takes place between mid of March to May. So in this case, there is a chances of breeding. Here in this region, it has a probability of breeding. So here reproduction will take place. As reproduction will take place, there will be formation of offsprings. So what is asking in this question? Which of the above plot represent temporal isolation in breeding season among closely related sympatric species? It is asking which is showing temporal isolation. That means depending upon the temperature, which graph is unable to breed. Isolation means it will not allow for the breeding process to be done. So we have to identify two graphs which is not allowing the breeding process to be done, which is not favoring the breeding process to be done. Now let us see the B graph. In the B graph, see species O and species P. In case of species O, the reproduction is taking place during the month of August till December. But during this time, species P is not reproducing. Now what is the time of species P to be reproduced? It is from the month of March till July. But during this condition, during this period, species O is unable to reproduce. See here, it is not favoring the reproduction. So in this case, reproduction cannot take place. In our question, it was asking which graph cannot reproduce. So it will be a correct statement. So B is a correct statement. Now let us see the third graph. In the third graph, there are two species known as species Q and species R. Now we will see the reproduction time of species Q. Species Q reproduce during this time, during May till July. But during this period, species R was not reproducing. Here it was not reproducing. Then what was the time period of species R to be reproduced? It was during the month of August till November, and from the month of February till April. But during this two condition, species Q was not favoring for the reproduction to be done. So in this condition, in the C graph, it is showing that reproduction cannot take place. Reproduction is absent. So let us see the correct combination for this. So our answer will be B and C. Let us see which option is having B and C. So the third option is having B and C. See, from the first option, as the graph A was showing reproduction, to the elimination method also we can solve the question. See how? In the first option A is present, in second option A is present, and also in fourth option A is present. If we identify or if we understand the question by solving one graph, we can solve this question. See, within a few minutes we have solved this type of questions. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Thank you.